So today I'm having a first look at the Leuchtturm1917 Monthly Planner with notebook. This is the first time I've had one of these. I've been waiting for it to be delivered for a week. I'm so glad it's here. I'm going to have a look through it, review it, and then get it set up ready for January 2024. So this is the latest in the Leuchtturm planners, and this is a monthly planner with notebook that runs from November 2023 to February 2025. It's a B6 Plus size. So if we have a look, this is a brand new Leuchtturm A5 notebook. This is the B6 Plus, and this is my Leuchtturm A6 pocketbook. So you can see the difference between those three sizes, and the B6 Plus kind of fits in between. It's closest to the A5 size, but still significantly smaller, not least because this is also a soft cover. This is the forest green colour, so it's flexible, it's soft to touch, and it's very portable. So this is the planner that I intend to take with me. It can sit both on my desk and it can come out with me to meetings, out and about, so I've always got both a calendar and a notebook. So let's have a look what's in this planner. It starts, of course, with the page to put your name and contact details. We've then got a year at a glance for 2023, 2024 and 2025. We have then a planning overview for 2024 across 6 months there and 6 months there, so across 2 full spreads. And then we have the same for 2025, a planning overview, the first 6 months of the year and the second 6 months of the year. We have a page for international holidays, and we have this page for a project plan 2024 and the same for 2025. I love a project plan, and I was quite excited to see this. However, it is very, very small. It's quite difficult to see the dates along the top, and you would have to write very, very small to get any detail in here. However, I do think this could be used potentially more effectively as either a habit tracker or a mood tracker or something like that. And we then come on to the monthly spreads. So these are pre-printed, month at a glance. We have at the top the month before and the month after summary, and then within here we have actually more space than I was expecting. So I think room to put in 1 or 2 appointments or a focus for the day, and then down the right hand column it'll tell you the week of the year that it is, which you could use for reminders, for key tasks, or for a priority for the week ahead. They also include space here and a suggestion that this space is used to add your page numbers here and cross-reference between the calendar and the notebook. So as you'll see, this starts in November 23, so it starts 2 months before the new year, and it goes right through the whole of 2024, and then it also includes January and February 2025. Following that, we then have 2 pages for an index or contents page, and then we move into the notebook. So the notebook starts here at page 1, and the rest of the pages are dotted notebook and 2 different coloured ribbons to mark your pages. I'm also going to add to this front page the key that I use for my different roles and how I manage my time. I found this the best way to do it. It's inspired by time blocking, really, in that I have separate colours just so I can block out my time for the part-time job that I have, for my freelance work, for my own business, and particularly for writing and creating content, and then for family and personal. Just to show how I'm going to set it up, I'll put the details in for December. So I used the same key that I've added at the front here. So that's what December looks like, with a combination of my working days, my days doing consulting, my days that I've set aside for writing content, and then time off that I'm taking this month. So I'll do that going forward each month, and that'll just be an overview of my main focus for that day, where I'm supposed to be, and my overall priority for that day. I'm also going to use these monthly spreads for the future log element of bullet journaling. So rather than having a separate page scheduling them for a future month, I'm going to write them in the right hand column here, just to remind me to pick up those tasks when that month comes along. I will use the index here, starting from page 1 for January, so I'll put that in here. And then the way I plan on using the notebook section is to start with each month at the top of the page. I'm going to set a monthly intention or a monthly goal. I'll then have a weekly task list. So when I come back to work, which will be week commencing the 1st of January, I'll write a list of priorities there for the month. And then I'll begin my daily log. So here I'll use the standard bullet journaling key of tasks, events, notes, and then migrated to the next day or week or month, or migrated back to the future log and setting it against the right month there. A couple of other ways that I'll use this, and I won't put it in right now, but I tend to log my freelance work. If I'm booked out for a whole day, then that's easy to log. Where it gets tricky is my mentoring clients, where I'm doing half an hour here and there. I'm reviewing a document, I'm replying to emails, I'm answering a question. And what I tend to do is log that as I do it, because if I don't, I forget. So I'm also going to add that in here. I'm then going to have at the end of each month space for a monthly reflection before I move on to the next month. So just a few bullet points, a few sentences about what's worked and what hasn't, what I'd like to change, and potentially anything that is a new point of focus going forward. And then at the back of the book, what I'm going to do is move right to the back for my collections. So I like the idea of collections in bullet journaling, which is lists that are of similar items, and I use this quite a lot. Now, instead of putting it throughout, I do prefer to put it at the back of the book so that I can easily flick to it. And I only really have two main lists, and one is all of my ideas for business and content, so I'll leave 2 pages for that. And then the other one is home and family. So this is generally jobs that we want to get done around the house, ideas for travel, things like that. So I'm just going to keep those 2 lists at the back there. And then I'll keep one of the ribbons in here for where I am in the notebook, and I'll keep one where I am in the monthly planner. And then the final thing to do is to add my pen loop in the back. And that is my new Leuchtturm 2024 monthly planner set up and ready to go. Guidance and inspiration for turning your ideas into impact and making a difference in your community. For more information, go to rachelireland.co.uk.